Hey you guys, this is me, Kiana. I wanted to share my lunch with you guys and also give you a tip that may help you and you may be able to implement this into your diet, whether that's the Atkins diet, a general low carb diet, or a low calorie diet. So, what I did was I made myself 3 mini crab cakes. And yes, they are mini, you guys, because the plate is actually on a small plate, and that's one of the tricks that I do. I serve my food on smaller plates. That way, the eye is tricked because it seems like more food rather than a larger plate and very little food on it. So, I fixed 3 mini crab cakes. I paired it with 1 serving of sliced cantaloupe. And yes, you can have fruit on Atkins. I am not on the induction phase. What I do is I hover my carb count around induction phase friendly, meaning that induction phase you're going to have 20 carbs. I make sure my carbs that work well for my body is between 25, no more than 30, and that's on a bad day for me, 30. Okay, so what you want to do is when you want to have something else, like I'm going to have the fruit, what I'll make sure I do is make sure my carb count throughout the day is extremely low. As far as the crab cakes, all three of these crab cakes total is 3 carbs, and I'll show you why in a second. I have my little bowl of romaine lettuce for my salad, and that's going to be no carbs. And I'm going to also partake in one of these, which are sugar-free, and they are 1 carb. Okay, so this is probably about 5 carbs for the fruit. So altogether for my whole meal, including my salad and my salad dressing, and also a drink, you guys, we're talking about 9 carbs for this whole entire meal, which is not bad at all, especially if you are induction phase. Is definitely not bad because at this point, after eating this meal, you have about,
boss. You have a text message.
I'm sorry, you guys, you have about 11 carbs left throughout the day. So this is an induction phase friendly meal. I wouldn't say induction phase, I'm sorry, because you're not allowed to have the fruit in induction phase. But it is a very, very low carb meal. As far as the crab cake, this is jumbo lump crab meat. And you guys probably remember I bought this probably about 2 months ago. I had bought so many of these because they was on sale for $8.99 for jumbo crab meat. I bought maybe about 6 or 7 of them, you guys, and I still had 3 in the freezer. That's one thing on how you can keep your costs down low for Atkins. You make sure that you buy things and when it's on sale and buy a lot of it. That way you always have it and you don't have to limit yourself to just regular meals. You can actually have great meals of high quality as well. As you can see, this is how much crab meat is left. It's a whole lot left. So I made these 3 crab cakes with that little bit of crab meat. So it's 0 carbs in the crab, you guys. Let's move on to the next. As far as the salad dressing, I'm using the Marie's blue cheese with bacon. And there is 0 carbs in that. The lettuce is less than 1 carb because it is romaine, which is the lesser of the lettuce family. 1 carb, as I stated, in the drink, and you just simply put this little pouch down inside of a bottle of water. And to make the crab cakes, I'm going to give you some insight. You just use a little bit of your Old Bay, a little bit of your black pepper, and I used another coating that I came up with. And I got these with couponing, and I was wondering how can I use these. Well, these French fried onions, you guys, per serving, which is 2 tablespoons, is only 3 carbs. So this is great to put on top of a salad, you guys, if you want some crunch. And also it's great to bread your chicken or pork chops in. And in this case, what I did was I crunched up 1 serving and crunched it up really fine just with my hand. And then I just kindly patted the cakes together and just added a little bit of the crunched up French fried onions. I put a little bit on each side, and then I just dropped it down in the pan with some cooking spray. And that's how I came up with this crunchy topping or coating. So you didn't have to use any breading. I didn't have to use the, even though I don't mind, but I didn't have to use the pork rinds or the pork skins that we usually use. And you just mix the obey, the black pepper, and a little mayo together, and then you're going to pat the French fried onions and on each side, and then pan fry. But you have to make sure that the before you flip it, make sure that side is done. That way you won't have broken up pieces of crab. You'll have actual crab cakes. So let me go ahead and enjoy my dinner. My late lunch, and I thank you so much for tuning in, and be blessed.